Hello class. Today's our topic is human female ovary. This is the structure of human female ovary, transverse section of human female ovary. In this ovary you can see the outer surface, that is called germinal epithelium, while the inner surface a liquid is present, that is called as the stroma. Stroma is divisible into two parts, outer part, that is cortex, and inner part, that is medulla. It means complete fluid, that is stroma, divisible into outer cortex and inner medulla. Outer cortex, here you can see there are follicular development takes place. These are the diagrams of follicular development which occurs inside the cortex region of human ovary. While in medulla there are so many blood capillaries are present. So this is the transverse section of ovary and these are the diagrams of development of follicles. Both are very important. Transverse section of ovary is important as a diagrammatic question for 2 marks, and development of follicle is also important for 2 or 3 marks, and this is the complete mature follicle named as the Graafian follicle. This is also important for 2 marks question. So please pay attention and draw all these diagrams in your notebook and practice it properly. Now we will start how these follicles are developed. Means when follicular development complete, then ovulation takes place. Ovulation means ova formed by these follicles. This is the main development of follicles. First of all, the layer that is called as the germinal epithelium. Germinal epithelium mature and convert into oogonia. Oogonia is a plural number while oogonium is a singular number. Oogonia divide. These germinal epithelial convert into oogonia, and oogonia undergoes to oogenesis, and after oogenesis ovum form. This is called oogenesis. So how these oogonia convert into ova? First of all, the oogonia developed by the meiotically division, and these all events means developing of oogonia occurs inside the human. This is the main difference in human male and human female. In human male, at the time of puberty, spermatogenesis takes place, while in human female, at the time of fetus development, means before the birth of female child, means during fetus development, oogenesis takes place. So these oogonia develop during the fetus development and they divide meiotically. Approx 2 million oogonia are found during the fetus, but when meiosis first takes place, at the time of prophase first, meiosis arrested, means these oogonia arrested at the prophase first of meiosis first, means development will be stopped. At the prophase phase, development stopped. On that time, after the birth of human female child, means the time from birth till puberty, these oogonia, most of the oogonia degenerate, and only 60,000 to 80,000 oogonia only remains. And during the maturity, means at the time of puberty, these oogonia developed. This is the structure of oogonia. These event occurs inside the, please remember it, these events occurs inside the human ovary. At the time of puberty, these oogonia divide by the meiotic first. But before meiotic first, outer surface, there are so many cells. These cells are form layer of granulosa. Means these oogonia covered by layer of granulosa and they convert into primary follicle. This primary follicle after maturation convert into secondary follicle and tertiary follicle. And at the time of tertiary, secondary and tertiary follicle, at the time of tertiary follicle, there is some changes takes place. What are these? The layer of granulosa. These are the covering which cover the follicles, and follicles becomes mature. Clear? The layer of granulosa secrete a liquid. That liquid is termed as the liquor folliculi. That liquid which is secreted by the layer of granulosa called as the liquor folliculi. This liquor folliculi, it is a liquid which secrete by the layer of granulosa. This liquid create a cavity that is called as a antrum. Antrum is a cavity which formed inside the follicle by the secretion of a liquor folliculi. Clear? This liquor folliculi secreted by the layer of granulosa, and this fluid create a cavity that is the antrum, and antrum, due to formation of antrum, the secondary oocyte shifted one side. How this secondary oocyte form? This secondary oocyte form during the secondary, means when primary follicle mature into secondary follicle and tertiary follicle. At the time of secondary and tertiary follicle, the nucleus, means this follicle meiosis first completed and resulted secondary oocyte and one polar body formed. This secondary oocyte covered again numerous layer of granulosa, and after that this granulosa secrete liquor folliculi, that is the liquid which form antrum, and due to antrum secondary oocyte shift on one direction. You can see in this diagram clear one cavity antrum and secondary oocytes shift on one direction. Now the radial cells of secondary oocyte form a layer that is called the corona radiata, and in this diagram you can see one spatial layer that is a zona pellucida. This zona pellucida form in between the secondary oocyte and the corona radiata. This is the zona pellucida. This layer have some binding, receiver binding enzyme, or we can say fertilin, which help during when sperms comes inside the ovary for the fertilization. So due to the secretion of this fertilin, one sperm it capture for the fertilization. So this is development of the Graafian follicle. It all development occurs inside the cortex region, and after maturation, means when primary follicle convert into secondary and secondary follicle convert into tertiary follicle and antrum is formed, then this mature follicle called as Graafian follicle. Graafian follicle having complete antrum and zona pellucida. Now mature Graafian follicle ruptured by the influence of LH, means luteinizing hormone. So these all events takes place inside the ovary, and one important thing, that is during the follicular development, means all follicular development influenced by the hormone that is FSH, follicular stimulating hormones. Follicles development always influenced by the follicular stimulating hormones. During the follicular development, when these granulosa layer becomes proliferate, then they also secrete another, that is the estrogen, another hormone, that is the estrogen. Means estrogen secretion also takes place during the follicular development, and this estrogen secretes by the layer of granulosa, and whenever the estrogen becomes rise, then it activate the anterior pituitary, and for the activation of anterior pituitary, one another enzyme, that is the luteinizing hormone. Understand? Again I am repeating. During the follicular development, one enzyme secrete, that is the estrogen from the layer of granulosa. This estrogen influence, or we can say activate the anterior pituitary for the high secretion of luteinizing hormone, At the time of mature Graafian follicle, the luteinizing hormone secretion is so high. It is called as a LH surge. Due to LH surge, this mature follicle become ruptured. Means Graafian follicle becomes ruptured by the influence of LH surge, and this happens at the mid of menstrual cycle, means at the 14 days of menstrual cycle. Means Graafian follicle ruptured at the mid of menstrual, that is the 14 days, and the ovum present inside the Graafian follicle released from the ovary. That process is called as the ovulation. Clear? Rupturing of Graafian follicle after resultant, you can say after rupturing of Graafian follicle, ova release, that process is called as the ovulation. Clear? Now, this empty Graafian follicle is called as the carpus luteum. This is the empty Graafian follicle. But before named empty Graafian follicle, a red blood clot present, that is called carpus hemorrhagic. After some time, this carpus hemorrhagic convert into yellowish substance, that is called as the carpus luteum. Carpus luteum is a yellowish substance which is present inside the empty Graafian follicle. Empty means after ovulation, when ova release from the ovary, this Graafian follicle become empty. On that time, red clot, that is called as the carpus hemorrhagic, and it after some time convert into yellowish substance, that is named as the carpus luteum. This carpus luteum plays temporarily as an endocrine role. Means for some time it secrete one hormone, that is progesterone. Means carpus luteum secrete progesterone, which help in the thickening of endometrium of uterus. If fertilization takes place, 14 days ovulation occurs, and last 14 days, if sperm comes in the oviduct, then fertilization takes place. So for the implantation there is a need to thick endometrium. So this progesterone work on the endometrium. Means endometrium, which is the third layer of uterus, become thick for the implantation due to the influence of progesterone, which is secreted for temporarily from the carpus luteum. But if fertilization does not take place, so the wall of endometrium become ruptured, because this carpus luteum become ruptured. So the progesterone definitely will be decreased. So decrease progesterone, then it effect also decrease to the endometrium, and resulted endometrium wall disturb. That is called the menstrual. So all these events are very important. Please again and again watch and listen this video and prepare it.